1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Fenix.
In 2020, after all the difficulties we had with Microsoft 2024 the other night. If you didn't watch that stream, it was one of the most entertaining forms of content I've put out there. We got like 4 runway changes from ATC and it was just brutal, and just get the popcorn ready and watch that one. But welcome, happy Monday to you guys. I hope you guys had a great start to your week, and I'm ready to fly. It's a shorter one, it's already 8 p.m. so I want nice little approach with the Spirit Wings into Boston, and the weather's kind of overcast here in Philly. But yeah, there's no VATSIM online in Philly, but there will be Boston Center if they remain online by the time we get there. And trip time is only 49 minutes. Gate to gate's around hour and 5 minutes-ish, and expecting a cruising altitude of 370, and should be a great flight. So let's hop in and get it started. Just me. What's going on? Welcome. Happy Monday to you. Just me. And AvGeek, welcome to you as well. Welcome, guys. Let's hop in. Let me turn the sounds up for you guys, and we'll get it started. All right, I'm gonna go over to the electronic flight bag here and load up our flight. So we are minus 460 because I brought the time back to daytime. So Philly to Boston, Spirit Wings 508. GPU and chocks and cones are connected. We're going to come over to the overhead panel and check battery 1. We got minimum 24 volts, which it shows 27.1, and then battery 2, 27.3, good. We're going to turn on the external power, and we're going to go nav lights, emergency exit lights to armed, no smoking signs to auto. Crew supply for the oxygen on and ground control CVR test. Boston sucks. Have you been? Boston's a great airport to land at. Yeah, it's pretty. It's a kind of like a regular. It's a favorite on the channel, William. You're a magician moving time. Yeah, pretty much. Most of the time, just me. I prefer to fly during the daytime just because the sim looks so much prettier, and at night you're just seeing a whole lot of darkness and not a lot going on in cruise until you get to the airport environment. So that's why most of the time you'll see me flying during daytime, which means I have to put the time back. But the aiders are going to nav, and since I heard that chime, our initial system initialization is done, so we're going to go APU fire test. Engine 1, engine 2. Alright, that all checks. I'm going to adjust the lights on the ND and the PFD a little bit. I don't like it too bright. I'm going to bring it that down and that down, like that. Okay, let's load up our flight. We'll quickly get this aircraft set up and get out of here. Like I said, there's no VATSIM in this area in Philly, so I'm just going to do a really quick setup. Nav database is active till 9th of July, so I'm going to have to remember to update it on Wednesday. That's good. We're going to go ATSU, AOC menu, and initialize that flight, which is Spirit Wings 508. AvGeek says, yeah, I landed in Boston a couple days ago. Yeah, I saw that on Discord with the JetBlue. There's the jetway. Gonna go over here, 508, and we're gonna grab data. So cost index 15, cruising altitude. That might be a little too high, but we'll see how it goes. 30. Well, I'll go with it. And 37015 and plus 13. 15 370 on the cruise altitude, and it's 13 degrees high, warmer than the international standard atmosphere. So 13, that's going to bring us to 33. Correction, 32. And on the ground right now, we are in live weather in Philly. It's 27 degrees. Good. For our flight plan, I'm expecting direct ditch. So we'll probably do the Philadelphia 2 departure, I believe it was called. Departure, Philadelphia, or correction, Philadelphia 4 departure. Whoops, hold on one sec. My iPad just fell to the ground. I hope it's not broken. No, it's not. Gary, what's going on? Welcome. It's a great airport, all different sounds, and is that GSX? Yeah, I'm back in 2020. What was the runway that you landed at? Let's open up the doors. Forward and aft cargo, good. So the first waypoint is Delta India Tango Charlie Hotel Ditch. So we're gonna see if the Philly 4 departure links up with Ditch. Okay, it's going to ditch.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding started.
And our runway's 27 left. So between 2200 and 6 local, so at nighttime, we'll pretend that doesn't apply to me because we've rolled the time forward in the sim. I'm going to go climbing left turn to 245, otherwise climb on heading assigned by ATC. Okay, that's fine. So we'll do the Philly 4. It's nice and simple. 27 left, fill 4, insert, and let's see for our arrival. Back to the operational flight plan. It gives me the Roebuck 3 to 22 left from JFK. It's a short flight, I'll just do it now. Roebuck 3 and from JFK transition, and just in terms of the via, let's see if we need to take the approach via anything. So if I go to Boston Logan, so Boston Logan arrivals on the Roebuck 3. So for 22 left, we're going on a downwind, so we don't necessarily have to fix it from the IAFs, but let's see how it links up here. 22 left. Yeah, I could do it from Noli, that's fine. Can you do it from Noli? Okay, it already does it from Noli. Cool. We'll insert that. Let's get the weather down in Philly. Pull up the airport chart simple, I can tell you. Is that for Boston, you mean? So Kilo, Papa, Hotel, Lima is our departure airport. We're going to grab the METAR and go to receive messages here. Our preliminary load sheet wants us to have zero fuel weight of 117,000.1 and takeoff center of gravity 28.2. We'll accept the preliminary load sheet. It was 22 left, so that's pretty much what we're doing today. Nice. 130 at 5 knots, good visibility, scattered 1800, broken 3000, broken 1000, broken 25,000, temperature 27, dew point 25, altimeter 29901, rain ending at 9 past the hour. So 29901 is already set, which is kind of odd because I didn't set that. Cool. Anyways, constraints, we're going to go over here and get our VOR receivers on. I don't need that much lighting in the panel here. And I'm going to get constraints here as well. Cool. So it's basically going to be runway heading out, honestly. We're not going to do the left heading 245 because we're not between 10 to 6 a.m. And then we're going to join ditch, which if I go here, oh yeah, it's not aligned yet, so we can't do it. Ditch and Luigi, Hannah, then we'll join the JFK, Roebuck 3 from JFK transition. I'll check the constraints in the air. That's fine. It looks like everything's in there though. And it puts us on the left downwind for 22 left approach. Good. And that's fine, good to go. Let's go to our performance. We're going to go to our weight and balance today. We are planning zero fuel weight of 117.1 and expecting 104 passengers on board. Maximum zero fuel weight on this aircraft 128 and we're 117, so we can afford to take a little bit more fuel. We'll take 11.6, so like 800 pounds more. We'll apply and load and we'll do that instantly. So there we are on the envelope, right on the max 0 fuel weight. And then that's our landing. Way below our max takeoff weight. So you can see our gross weight is just at the max 0 fuel weight line, which means we're pretty light today. We're gonna go send to McDo. 128 and 29.2, send to McDo. 116.5 on the 0 fuel weight, that all checks. Taxi fuel is 0.4, which is correct. Route reserves 1.5. Alternate fuel is 1.9. Final reserves today is going to be 4.1. And usually it doesn't let me change the wind for whatever reason. Average wind condition plus 23. Oh, it does work. Okay, cool. So we got actually tailwinds, yeah. So we got 23 knot tailwind, which is great. Good. Let's go over here. Grab our departure. I think they gave us a 5 to 10 mile final. Was came in fast, spicy. Yeah, in real life they, unless there's a long conga line, they tend to vector you pretty close to the intermediate fix, I guess. I think legally they can't vector you anything closer than the final approach fix, but usually somewhere between the intermediate fix and the final fix is considered pretty normal to be vectored in to intercept the final approach course. So, flap configurations optimal, force toga no, anti-ice off, packs are on, weather is synced. We're going to calculate our performance, 40, 42 on the VR and 46 on the V2. Flex temp very high, 75, but 2 up 0.3 on the trim as well. We're going to send that to the McDo. That all checks. We're gonna, let's see, did I get an auto ATC? Yes, I did. Squawk 7170. So 7170. And we'll squawk mode Charlie, that's fine. We're about to get out of here. Very cool. We'll go here, reset positions on the GSX. And let me get the CTAF frequency. CTAF frequency is 118.5 in Boston, which I'll enter right here on my radio stack. Good. I don't expect anybody to be around, but I can try. Fill the traffic, Spirit Wings 508 radio check. Yeah, no one's around. That's fine. 122.8 is going to be on our backup. Good. And passengers, we'll call it a good boarding. We're going to go operate jetway. So just a quick brief while I fire up the APU. Seatbelt signs on. Good. Fuel tanks all on. And beacon lights going on now. Start up the APU. Turn off the ground control for the CVR. So on the Philly, airport chart, we're somewhere in the Concourse D here. We're expecting 27 left, so I'm gonna go push back nose right, and we're gonna taxi probably Kilo 3, cross 27 right at Lima, Papa 2, Sierra 1, and line up and wait. We're expecting the Philadelphia 4 departure chart 10-3 effective the 12th of June, dated 6th of June 2025. MSA in our direction, in all directions actually, 2,600 feet. We got some obstacle nodes, 27 left standard, 250 would be the standard. So between our ground speed of 150 and 200, we'll need max 750-ish on the climb out. Feet a minute, that's fine. And we're gonna vector ourselves on takeoff and join ditch for the basically a left downwind departure. VATSIM's not online. We'll do CTAF. Double D's in the house says Butter. What's going on, Double D? What's going on, dude? Welcome, welcome. I think that's it. Easy enough. So let's go here. Cool. Let's check our company messages and just clear them. Final load sheet. Accept. 116.5. We got 104 plus the crew. I'm happy with that. And APU is available. So let's go over here to the overhead panel and turn on the APU bleed. External power can go off at this time, and we can go ahead and make sure the parking brakes are set. We've got good pressures, accumulator pressures in the green. Let's go here, ground services, close up our doors, chocks and cones removed, GPU removed, and we're pretty much ready to push back. The one thing I forgot to do is the top altitude on the departure, which would be by ATC, so that's fine. There's no ATC, I'm just going to give myself 370, make it easy. Butter landing. What's going on, Butter? Double D. Okay. Good. Good to go. Let's go GSX, prepare for pushback and departure. Microsoft 2020 is a lot kinder to me than 2024.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
So we usually don't have a butter landing in the 319 with the stubby wings that don't generate as much lift as we'd want them to, but we'll see what we can do in runway 22 left in Boston today.
Bypass pin inserted.
And we're live on the vertical stream as well.
Locking gear.
I do appreciate a like button if you're watching. Nose right.
Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes released. You're clear to push.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, we'll be starting engine number 1 followed by 2. Clear left. Clear on the right. Alright, start 1. And we're squawking mode Charlie and APU bleed is on. Starting engine number 1. Let's see those IAE engines get going. Is it just me, or is she walking kind of too close to the engine?
Parking brakes.
Parking brakes set. We got a good engine start. You're clear to
Confirmation for a good
disconnect.
engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start.
Alright, start
You
2.
can disconnect.
Will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times.
And we do have the
If air
MKStudios
supply fails,
Philadelphia
masts will drop from
scenery
above
here.
you. Pull a mast
With the Marriott Hotel behind us.
Unlock it here. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, we got 2 good engine starts. Engine start switch to norm. APU bleed off. APU off. Gonna set flaps 2 for departure. Good. Trim. Up 0.3. Up 0.3 set. Auto brakes max. Ground spoilers armed. And let's do a quick flight control test. Full left. Observed. Neutral. Full right. Observed. And neutral. Okay, Captain, says Double T. Full aft on the elevators, full forward, and let's do a rudder check. Full right, neutral, full left, neutral. Okay, flight control test complete. Go takeoff config. Alright, we're good to go. Let's go to Boston. Philly traffic, Spirit Wings 508, taxiing 27 left via Kilo 3 Lima. Cross 27 right on Lima, Papa at Sierra 1. Philly traffic. Okay, brake check. Vatson's way too low. Someone said I'm on the ILS, but his voice was really low. Okay, we got a good brake check. Your controls, FO, my controls. Good brake check. Your controls, Captain, my controls, thank you. Alright. So Kilo 3, it's going to be a left turn on Kilo. Lima. And cross 27 right on Lima, Papa 2 Sierra 1. And let's go taxi lights. Clear left, clear right. right turn Lima here. Okay, that's the guy that was on VATSIM on final. So we're just going to quickly cross. Strobe lights.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Thank you very much. Be seated. Okay, and it's going to be a left turn on Papa here.
Philly traffic bearing 10 units, 6 on a 5 mile final, the island 15 right, Philly.
Alright, he's a 5 mile final. That's good. We are already across the runway. Left turn on Papa. That's Papa 2 right there. Philly traffic, Spirit Wings 508, taking position runway 27 left. Philly. Alright, pretty much ready to go. The advantages of an uncontrolled airport, you don't have to wait for ATC. So lights, take off, and good to go. Cabin crew, please be seated for departure. Finals clear. All right. Philly traffic, Spirit Wings 508, taking off runway 27 left. It's going to be a left downwind departure to the north. Philly. Alright guys, let's spool them up. Stable. Let's go. Manflex 75, SRS runway, auto thrust blue. Takeoff thrust set. Rate. You're up. Hold your ears. Okay, thrust climb, auto thrust. Flaps 1. Flaps clean. I'm going to pull the heading. Philly traffic, Spirit Wings 508 departed 27 left, climbing out of 3000 on left downwind departure to the north. Last call, Philly. Alright, looks good. Direct, ditch, execute, nav.
We will commence our in-flight service, offering you the choice.
Have geek with the send it sticker. These hopefully they're not cumulonimbus. Look kind of nasty. The dark stuff are usually nasty. Alright. Let's go autopilot on. Bring you guys over here. Temperature's 22. So we're not going to worry about icing. Climbing out of 10,000. Landing lights off. We'll keep the seatbelt signs until we clear the clouds. Pressurization, it's checked. Gotta love the IAE engines. They sounded great on the 320. Yeah, definitely like the IAE more than the CFMs for sure. We're pretty much clear of the IMC conditions. I don't really like that build up there. That looks like convective. I'm gonna go heading. We'll go left, of course, or I'll do you one better. I'm gonna give myself direct, Luigi, execute, and that's actually gonna cut right beyond all that build up. Alright, so since it's a short flight, I'm just gonna check our arrival here. So on the Robot 3 from JFK News, FX for 23,000. And that's checked, it's all in the box. From FX, we're gonna reese between 23 and 21. 23 it is. All in. 17 or higher, which checks. Bank key 16 or higher. Robot between 19 and 12 at 260. It's there, 260 is in the box. So 19 is the upper limit, but it's still within the constraint limits. Then Pro V, Judy, Cran between 11 and 12,000. Pro V over 11. Pro V over 11, Judy, Cran between 11 and 12. We got 12, good. And 250 knots. Then you got Cradle between 10 and 8,000. We're at 10, good. Kleb at 250, 8,000. Ethan at 5,250. Patrick at 220, 5,000. Good. And then on the downwind, 5,000 at tail and 210 knots. Then we're going to join the ILS. Good. So transition's coming up. Standard on the barrel, standard set once, set twice, and 3 times. Good. So before we get busy with the Boston Center, let's get the Boston ATIS in here. And we're going to put it in the approach. So Boston information as of 8:54, which is like 6 minutes old. Winds are from the south at 11 knots, 10 statute visibility. Few clouds 3,500, few clouds 8,000, broken 16,000, broken 25,000, temperature 26, 2.22, altimeter 29905. Transition level is actually 180, not 185, so I'll fix that. And for 22 left, minimums are 216 feet on the barrel. So that's set. Seatbelt signs can go off. And we're going to expect to land with 6,800 of fuel. We have 9.4, so if I could do some math, I'll just call it 7,000. That's 2.4 less than 125.8, so 123.4 for landing. That's going to be our gross rate, gross weight, 123.4. It looks like it's more or less dry conditions down in Boston. We'll put good in case it's a little wet. Autobrake's low is working just fine. We have a factored landing distance required of 7,762 feet. We have 10,000 to play with. So autobrake's low. That's our performance. And let's get the Boston ATIS real quick before we get busy with Boston Center. So 135 decimal nothing. And maybe it just came online, so I won't say it. Anyways, information November, which is the same weather that I just read out on the McDo. ILS 22 left approach en route. Use departing runway 22 right. Runway 27 is approved for turnoff after landing. Okay. So let's do a quick brief. We are expecting the Roebuck 3 RNAV arrival into Boston, chart 10-2 Delta, dated 5th of August 2022. We're approaching from the JFK transition from the southwest. All the constraints are as briefed. MSA from our direction is 2,000 feet from the Boston VOR. That's 25 miles. It's going to bring us on a left downwind for 22 left, and we might get vectored in sooner by ATC. And we're going to join the ILS 22 left, which is chart 11-3, dated 7th of June 2024, effective 13th of June 2024, ILS 22 left into Boston. Localizer frequency 110.3, India Lima Quebec November is the identifier, and final approach course 215. So 110.3 and 215. It's 214. We'll fix that. 215 is set in the rad nav. Glide slope check at Vocus, 1,700 feet and 4.6 nautical miles from the localizer. Minimums are 216 on the barrel. Touchdown zone elevation 16 feet. In case of a missed approach, climb to 3,000 outbound on VOR radial 219 of the Boston VOR to Winnie, which is 15.6 DME, and it's going to be a parallel entry and a standard right turns. Or since VATSIM's online, we'll likely probably get vectored for a left downwind back into 22 left if we do have to go missed. Medium intensity approach lighting with sequence flashing lights and PAPIs are what we're expecting. VATSIM might be a little busy. That's kind of a threat. VATSIM might give us a short, maybe I don't know, maybe they'll vector us in between YN and Vocus, and it'll be energy management we'll need to keep an eye on. But aside from that, no questions. And on landing 22 left, we can vacate on the right. Runway 27 is approved for vacating after landing, but we'll probably vacate from Echo. And probably give us sometimes they give me Mike, cross 33 left on Mike, and then we can use this runway 1533 right to cross 22 right in November and then cross it to the gate, or the more direct route just off Echo. They're going to tell us to cross 22 right and into the gate. We'll take any gate for Spirit Wings. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and contact, let's see if I'm in Boston's airspace here yet. Not quite yet. Let me just show you guys where we're at. So we're right here, Spirit 508. As soon as we get near JFK, we can go ahead and contact Boston Center. But until then, we'll stay on Unicom. I wonder why the ATIS is not working. Oh well, sometimes it just doesn't want to work on VATSIM. Flight level 303 and climbing 370. So final approach course 215, what's the reciprocal of that? It is 035. So let's do a fixed ring. That's Kilo, Bravo, Oscar, Sierra, runway 22 left. 035 is the radial, and we'll do a 10 mile and a 5 mile. Good. And to be 230 for FX from 37, we need to descend 14. We need to lose 14 miles, which means, or correction, 14,000 feet, which means we need to start down at 14 times 3. So that's 42. I'll call it 45 out from Foxtrot, Echo, X-ray, X-ray, X-ray. 45 out. We'll start a descent. And it looks like we need to start a descent right now. And we got to contact Boston Center on 134.7. They're probably going to give us descent via the Robot 3 or something like that.
Try like going to your V pilot and turning off mode and turning it back on. Sometimes that overwrites it.
Boston Center, good evening. Spirit Wings 508, flight level 325, climbing 370.
3 at once. I would try to figure out who that was. Who's climbing at 370?
Spirit Wings 508.
Trains 508 Boston Center. Hello, radar contact 10 miles southwest of News. Stop your climb at flight level 330. Actually, it's too late now. Just stop your climb at 340.
Okay, stop climb at flight level 340, Spirit Wings 508.
Boston Center, hello, Air Canada 619, flight level 360.
Canada 619 Boston, good evening.
And Center Endeavor 3303, anything?
1 second, Delta 375, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter.
Alright, we're gonna level off.
Descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival and plan for 22 left, Delta 375.
FedEx 3318, cross crank at and maintain 7000, Newark altimeter 2993.
So we need to start our
30
descent.
cross crank and maintain 7000, FedEx 3318 heavy.
Endeavor 3303, that looks like it worked. Radar contact over fact, descend and maintain, flight level 230.
Okay, descend flight level 230. Boston Center, American 20,
November 550 Echo Whiskey, climb and maintain, flight level 370.
3700, go skate.
American 2884, just amend the altitude for traffic, maintain flight level 280, and let me know when you're back.
280, and then we'll let you know when we're back for American 2884.
And Center, Spirit Wings 508, request descent.
508, yep, you're next. Descend and maintain, flight level 230, and clear direct robot.
Descend and maintain flight level 230, cleared direct rollback, Spirit Wings 508.
Regard 3645 at Bangor,
Alright,
what is the
let's
weather ready
do
taxi for Limo Alpha?
Okay, 3645,
direct.
5 taxi Alpha.
15
You got a nice
Regard 3645.
November 550 Echo Whiskey.
shortcut to rollback.
Let's see, the next controller is offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a
Okay,
good
speed descent, going down to
Take
230.
your Echo Whiskey.
So as soon as we leveled off, we had to start our descent. That's why I was thinking, I don't know why
Air Canada
SimBrief gave me
748, descend and
370.
maintain, flight level 320.
370 seemed a little excessive. Because even at 340, we had to start our descent right away.
Descend and maintain, flight level 320.
We'll get approach
Air Canada
online.
748.
Or approaching the standby frequency.
JetBlue 316, descend and maintain, flight level 320.
320, JetBlue 360.
Alright, looking good. Auto brakes are low for landing.
1833 Tango, sure. Think frequency change approved. Have a good flight.
I do appreciate whoever smashed that like button.
New York is offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good night.
Alrighty, frequency change is approved. Thanks for the ATC, FedEx 3318.
A lot of convective
Air Canada
buildups.
748, are you there? Delta 375, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good night.
133.0, you have a good
All right. So since we got direct rollback, we don't need to worry about meeting 230 for FX. At rollback, you want to be at 260 knots between 19 and 12,000. So that means we're about 12,000 feet feet to lose to get to the top altitude constraint at Roebuck, which means 12 times 336, we'll call it 40. So we have about 20-mile buffer. So we're really good on the profile right now. And that's why the managed descent mode is just keeping 1,000 feet a minute for now.
Endeavour 3303, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 29995. Cat 3645, wind 1905, running 15, cleared for takeoff.
15, group takeoff, Ricker 3645.
Let me check the weather for tomorrow to see if my flight's canceled or not.
Boston Center, JetBlue 31692.
So we had a cold front that ripped through the area today, which kind of gave us low ceilings and visibility.
Couple controllers are offline, so radar service terminated.
Tomorrow morning.
Have a good night.
Good night. Thank you. JetBlue 316.
In the general area, should be pretty, yeah, plus 6 mile visibility, patchy ceilings, 1200 AGL, broken 6 and 3, between 3,000 and 6,000. So not looking the greatest, to be honest. But at least the frontal activity is gone.
01 November, 8000 inbound Fenix.
Royal Maroc 201 November, Boston Center, good evening. Radar contact 1 miles west of Betty. Climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, while mark 201 November.
So there's no precipitation, which is good. The visibility is greater than 6, but we do in the morning tomorrow.
Boston, good evening. Climb and maintain flight level 260.
It's going to be 350 at 5 and 360 at 8 at like noon, because this is Zulu, so my time's going to be, correction, yeah, Zulu, my time's going to be 10, so at 10 a.m. 360 at 8, broken 3000.
American 2884 back in the cockpit.
Not good enough to go to the practice area, probably.
Thanks. Climb and maintain flight level 340, make that the cruise now.
Climb maintain 340, make that the cruise for American 2884. Boston Center, good evening. Hello, C. JetBlue 821, flight level 330.
Flight 21 Boston, good evening.
Upper
Radar
winds.
over Kennedy, descend and maintain flight level 270.
And maintain flight level 270 for JetBlue 821.
Endeavour 3303, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good night.
So 8th of July as of 6 Zulu.
Endeavour 3303,
and then the other ones.
contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good night. Ricky 3645, radar contact, the altitude. 500 for 10,000, Ricky 3645. Ricky 3645, thanks. Turn my heading to forward, sir.
Kind of looking like it might be canceled tomorrow too, to be honest.
Rear wing 508, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 29905.
Descend via the Roebuck 3 for runway 22 left, 29905, Spirit Wings 508. So we got descent via. And 22 left is what we're planning, which is great. We don't have to change anything. Unlike Saturday's stream.
There 2 Bravo Boston Center, good evening. What is your distance from Hannah?
Delay card 998 minutes. So we're going to go 0D1 is our code.
Alright, there 2 Bravo, thanks. Radar.
Blame it on the dispatch. Incorrect departure time. Cool.
350, I 2 Bravo.
Pretty simple enough flight.
Boston Center.
Yeah, on Saturday, guys, Miami Center kept changing my approach on
that
me.
was like 3 people at once.
It was pretty funny.
1 second here. AAA-21, direct Roebuck and descend and maintain flight level 230. JetBlue 821, direct Roebuck, descend and maintain flight level 230.
Direct Roebuck and down to 230, JetBlue 821.
TWA 41, climb and maintain flight level 300.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down to platform altitude 12,000. Descending via.
Virgin 12, Echo Boston Center, hello, climb and maintain flight level 390. Brickyard 3645, direct Hannah.
Direct Hannah, Brickyard 3645.
Delta 1407, go ahead, I'm sorry now.
Are you able to take emergency?
Sure.
Alright, we have a flight control issue here. I'd like to return back to Boston.
Okay. What are you able to do?
Honestly, don't know. I have it slightly under control, but it's banking heavily right now. I don't know what to, fighting it a lot.
Okay, let me know when you do have Brickyard 3645, climb and maintain flight level 30.
Has that flight control problem.
Royal Air Maroc 201 November, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb and maintain flight level 370, 201 November.
Yeah, the upper wind forecast like 6,000 feet tomorrow for use between 12 and 00. So for you, so from 8 a.m. it's showing at 6,000 feet. Winds are out of the west at 8 knots plus 13 on the temperature. Okay. And my sim froze. Whoa, that was a pretty big stutter there.
United 115, the next controller is offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, have a good night.
We'll maintain the speed 260 to be compliant with the Roebuck 3. And we need to be at 19 or lower, between 19 and 12, almost there.
Cross Wasco at or above 3,000, cleared RNAV 1825 approach.
Cross Wasco at above 3,000, cleared RNAV 225.
Boston Center's like the only one online right now on VATSI.
Contact Boston approach 133.0, have a good night.
133.0, Spirit Wings 508, thanks for the ATC, good night.
Good night.
And we'll go ground is the next frequency, tower's not online. Approach, good evening, Spirit Wings 508, flight level 205, descending via the Roebuck 3 with information November.
Spirit Wings 508, Boston approach, the Boston altimeter 2995, thanks for November, expect the ILS runway 22 left approach.
2995 and ILS 22 left approach, Spirit Wings 508. Alright, 22 left, so we're pretty much briefed up and set up for that approach. Nice little short stream today.
American 1004, contact Boston Center 134.7 CM.
Contact Boston Center 134, decimal 70, American 1004, good day.
Alright, we're passing Roebuck now. We can go down at 11,000. And transition's coming up. Transition 2995, set left, set right, and set 3 times.
Delta 375, descend and maintain 2000, turn 20 degrees left.
2020 to the left, Delta 375.
Beautiful. So the outside air temperature on the skin of the aircraft is 15 degrees, so we're not going to worry about icing going in here. 10 degrees or lower, we'll turn on our
Delta 375,
cows.
200.
Alright, pretty much nicely on profile here.
The 375, reduce speed to 170.
Reduce to 170, Delta 375.
And we got some nasty buildups in front of us as well.
45 heavy, taxi via
that stuff.
Mike Kilo, cross runway 9er, hold short runway 22 right.
So is that for gas 695?
Negative. Delta 375, turn left heading 250, join the local edge.
250 to join the local, Delta 375.
UPS 3145.
And then bus approach November 69 Juliet.
I'm going to give it some speed brakes.
600 Sierra Juliet, Boston approach good.
Hello, come to body some more. We're currently at the Mass General.
Pretty much on profile, a little tiny bit maybe high.
Heading Boston Class Bravo towards signature at Logan.
Over 600 Sierra
Alright,
Juliet,
right on
you're
profile
cleared
now.
in the Boston, you're cleared to operate in the Boston Class Bravo airspace, maintain VFR below 1,500, and keep your squawk.
We'll keep the squawk and we'll clear into operating in the Boston Class Bravo, maintain VFR at below 1,500. So good.
Over
Slow
600
down
Sierra
for
Juliet,
250
departure
as
from
well.
Mass General will be at your own risk. Report airborne and proceed direct to signature.
Next platform altitude is 8,000 feet. We can go all the way down to 5,000. It should say alt constraint. Yeah. So alt is magenta, meaning that it already knows that it's supposed to be no less than 8,000 at the next waypoint, even though we selected 5,000.
Mike was muted.
Delta 375 cleared ILS.
And I'm going to go seatbelt signs on.
If that's okay.
Delta 375, presumably.
We've only been airborne for 38 minutes.
Roger.
Jazz 695, Boston departure, wind 21011, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
22 right, clear for takeoff, Jazz 605.
November 69er, Sierra Juliet, remain west of the runway 22 right, center line of Alpine. Taxiway Bravo, northwest of Lima, clear to land.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Boston approach, UPSO 145, we're clear of 22 left,
please ensure
can we
your
go to
cabin
ground?
bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside.
Yes, 3145, Boston
Armrests
approach.
down and window blinds
Not yet,
open.
taxi via Mike
Now need
Kilo,
to be
cross
seated
runway
with
9er,
your
and
seatbelt
ensure
fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing
Okay,
in
Mike
any
Kilo,
rubbish,
cross runway
newspapers,
9 and
magazines
hold
that you
short
do not want to keep.
22 right.
The toilets are no longer in service.
Delta
Thank you.
375, runway 22 left, clear left.
22 left, clear to land, Delta 375. Delta 600, Sierra Juliet, we are alive still, which is great, and we have the signature ramp inside. We'd like to land that.
November 600, Sierra Juliet. Okay. Landing at the signature ramp will be at your own risk and report landing assured.
Landing signature, my risk, Wilkes, November 600, Sierra Juliet, thank you.
Alright, landing systems on.
3303, looks like you are off the star there. Do you have the rest of the star, or do you want to get...
Landing lights on, pressurization, depressurizing checked. And under 10,000, I can go ahead and arm the approach in the McDo. Remember, this is not the same as the approach button. But you need to be at selected speed, otherwise it will slow you down to green dot.
Boston approach with
Which if
Sunday,
you don't want to,
Papa
then that's a
Heavy.
problem.
Hello again. We are back on the Ocean 5
Our
after a
VAP
quick
is
reload.
126 today because we're pretty light.
Delta 8 Papa Heavy, Boston approach. Hello, you're going very fast and you're very high, so just want to maintain 3,000 and slow down as much as possible.
Yep, the perks of the auto save. We're going to go down to 3,000, speed brakes full deployed, and we'll get slowed up for you within limit for Papa.
Roger. Jet 695, stay altitude.
3,000, Jazz 605.
Jet 695, what waypoint are you currently directed?
We're doing the, SID.
What's your next waypoint?
I think it's boat.
Jet 695, roger. Looks like you missed TJ there, so just check that for the future, but no worries. Your radar contact, proceed direct boat, climb and maintain 14,000.
So I think we are going to TJ, but 16,000 for Jazz 605.
Jet 695, well, you're past TJ now, so go direct boat and climb and maintain 14,000.
14,000 for boat, Jazz 605.
UPS 3145.
5 Snipes, welcome, man. I recognize you from the Your Sim CFI's chat. Welcome, welcome.
Endeavor 3303. Let's see, turn 20 degrees.
So we're going to keep 250, 8,000 for a clip, about 5 miles out. We're good to go there. It's going to meet the restriction just fine.
Endeavor 3303, just going to maintain 2,000.
All right.
Boston approach.
Lufthansa 8 Papa Heavy.
And we're going to level off at 5,000 from Ethan.
Let's try this again. 250, join the localizer for 8 Papa Heavy.
And we'll have 17 miles to level off.
Boston approach.
Keep 5,000 all the way to tail. Unless they give us a vector, which they might.
November 406 Sierra Lima Boston approach.
Yes, sir. Wanted to see what's up. Just about to land. I thought I'd do a short little stream on this Monday in the stubby wing Fenix. That's a lot of convective buildups.
November 406 Sierra Lima. You sound very far away. What's that? Where is 7 Bravo 2? What town is it in?
It's just north of Springfield, Mass.
Okay, if you want that flight following, that's going to be with Boston Center 134.7.
34.7, 406 Sierra Lima.
And field should be at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Boston Center, good evening.
20 miles.
21
so
with November, descending by the Robot 3 out of 1, flight level 190.
Never 3303, reduced speed
Phoenix
to,
is a good realistic
190.
aircraft. Can't wait to see what Bluebird can do. Is that for the 757, was it?
Approach Boston altimeter
Bluebird
2995,
757, or are they doing another Airbus?
Directing 22 left, we have information November on board for JetBlue 821.
Endeavor 3303.
Can't really go wrong with Phoenix.
310 vector to final.
Okay, 310 vector to final, Endeavor 3303.
Got 695, contact Boston Center 134.7. 134.7 for Jazz 605. Have a good one, thank you. Endeavor 3303, just so you know for the future, if a controller ever gives you a heading, like to turn 20 degrees left or fly a heading or whatever, that's going to override the start.
Okay, no problem.
Yep, and turn left now, heading 250.
Alright, we're going to turn to 650, Endeavor 3303.
Alright, coming up to Ethan for 5,000. We're going to level off, keep 250 as per the star until given otherwise from approach.
Lufthansa 8 Papa Heavy, fair speed.
We're indicating 180 for Lufthansa 8 Papa Heavy.
Roger.
Yeah, he's likely not going to send us all the way down on the track of the star. He'll probably vector us near YN or something like that, between YN and Vocus maybe.
Endeavor 3303, maintain 170 knots.
170 on the speed, Endeavor 3303.
And yeah, we still don't have tower online, so it's just going to be approach all the way down,
Papa Heavy, maintain 170
and then
knots.
Boston ground on 121.9.
170 till, I'm sorry, can you say the fix one more time for the 8 Papa Heavy?
Lufthansa 8 Papa Heavy, 170 knots until focus.
170 till Vocus for 8 Papa Heavy.
And Lufthansa 8 Papa Heavy, you're clear of the ILS runway 22 left.
This is the kind of nasty stuff we had today.
ILS 22 left, we
near
are
the practice
cleared for,
area.
we can go slower if you need us.
And that's
to,
why
for 8 Papa Heavy.
my flight was canceled this
You're good
morning.
where you are right now.
Low vis and ceilings.
Endeavor 3303, 2 miles from Wayne, maintain 2000 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 left first.
2000 till 7, turn out 2 left,
Endeavor 3303, maintain 170.
So we got the localizer
knots,
identified,
radar,
India
full
Lima Quebec November 110.3, and final approach course 215 is in the nav, in the rad nav. 215, check. I'm gonna go ahead and change over to the ILS 22 left chart. Oops. And I'll get out that ILS 22 left. You should see it in the background behind me if you're watching on the vertical stream. Good. And we'll just hang on tight for instructions from approach.
Endeavor 3303, wind 210 at 11, runway 22 left, clear to land. Spare wings 508, descend and maintain 3000.
Down to 3,000, spare wings 508. Alright, we'll go thrust idle, open descent. And I'll slow it down to 220. Alright, 220 set. We'll give it some speed brakes to help him out here. We don't want to go on too long of a downwind if he doesn't want us to. And I'll get the flight control cam now. Alright, 220.
Lufthansa 8 Papa Heavy, reduce final approach speed and runway 22 left, clear to land.
Alright, final approach speed 22 left, clear to land, 8 Papa Heavy.
Spirit wings 508, turn left heading 310, vector to final.
Left heading 310, Spirit wings 508. Alright, as briefed, he's vectoring us in shorter than the downwind. I'll slow it down to 210. And I'll go flaps 1. Slow it down to slap maneuvering speed, 180.
Spirit wings 508, fly heading 250, intercept the localizer.
Heading 250, intercept the localizer, Spirit wings 508. Alright, 250 on the heading. Good vector. Exactly as briefed, he's vectoring us in between Wayne and Vocus. Cool. You hear the auto thrust screaming.
Spirit wings 508, 4 miles from Wayne, maintain 3000 to establish on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 left approach.
Maintain 3000 to establish, cleared ILS 22 left approach, Spirit wings 508. Alright, 13 miles in, I'm quite happy to go approach mode, autopilot 2. So out heading, glide slope, Loc Blue, Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. We'll go lights, lights. Localizer should come in. Outer tank fuel crossfeed.
Here, 2031,
Yep.
Boston departure. Hello, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
So it's like a 80 imbalance and it's fixing it right now automatically. Good.
31.
Localizer's live. Localizer star. 11 miles out. Field in sight. So 5 snipes. Usually with the 319, it's not a butter landing for me because of the stubby little wings.
Number 3303, welcome to Boston. Taxi Papa Echo, hold short of 22 right.
Papa Echo, short 22 right, 7.
We've had our first fair share of hard landings in the 319.
Fly heading 240, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Heading 240.
Let's go gear down.
Care 2031.
Ups to. Cabin crew, please be seated for arrival. Now checked. I was like 2,500, I don't see it. $7 miles out. Alright, we can go ahead and start to slow it down now.
2031, stay altitude.
700 feet, KR 2031.
Flaps 3.
2031, radar contact. Climb and maintain 5. Correction, climb maintain 3000.
Flaps full.
Climb maintain 3000, KR 2031.
Gear down, 3 greens, no red. Flaps full and indicating. We're lit up. Auto brakes.
Alright, you're ready to echo and grab 1
Low, ground spoilers armed. In other words, ECAM memo landing no blue. Cabin advised, line checklist
50,
complete.
wind 21011, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Runway 22 left, clear to land, spirit wings, 508. Let's get the replay out, record. Alright, autopilot coming off.
Plus 8 Papa Heavy, taxi via Mike 1, Mike, Kilo, cross runway 9er, hold short of runway 22 right.
Looking for ground speed divided
Mike
by
1,
2
Mike,
and 0.
Kilo,
So
hold short of 22 right
around 600
at
feet a
Kilo
minute.
for Lufthansa 8 Papa Heavy.
Looking
approach,
for
good evening, Kilo Yankee 1 Victor, 5 miles west to Roebuck at flight level 13,000, inbound to land to Boston with November.
Say again the call time one more time.
Kilo Mike Yankee 1 Victor.
Kilo Mike Yankee 1 Victor, Boston approach. The Boston altimeter 29905, information November's current. Expect the ILS runway 22 left approach.
Expect an ILS approach runway 22 left, Yankee 1 Victor.
Air 2031, fly heading 200.
SimCFI is in the house. What's going on, man?
200, KR 2031.
Minus 127, keep dreaming. We always slam the 319.
21, fly present heading, vector to final.
My present heading, vector to final, JetBlue 21.
And we got 21 knots right quartering. Watch the sync. Alright, now the wind kind of
right on Kilo, contact ground point
corrected itself. I'm looking 3
Victor
red,
right
1
at
white.
Kilo, ground
on,
point 9er. We appreciate all your help, and even though we had a lot of trouble, Lufthansa 8 Papa,
correct.
correction, Lufthansa 8 Papa.
You're all good? Yeah. American 982, Boston departure, runway 22 right, line up and wait. Traffic will cross downfield.
500.
Runway 22 right, line up and wait, American 982.
I'm definitely fighting something. Now I'm like too high. Interesting.
500.
Sync rate, checked. The winds are like all over the place.
100 above.
Air 2031, proceed direct province down.
Direct province down, KR 2031.
Alright, let's get feet on the rudder here.
Minimum.
Kilo 821, descend and maintain 2000.
Then maintain 2000, JetBlue 821.
100.
Light slope. Light
50,
slope.
40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Not bad.
American 982, wind 210.
Spoilers, reverse green, decent.
Right, for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 22 right, American 982.
Alright. Welcome down to Boston. Manual braking. And we'll vacate on the right. Flight Sim Gaming in the house, welcome, man. Sorry guys, I didn't even see your chat. Dominic, welcome all you guys. I'm guessing SimCFI sent you here. Lego Baby 131. How was first day? Cancelled, so that's all I can say. That's all I care about. Hopefully, but tomorrow's not looking that good either in the practice area. But are you gonna make it at lunchtime tomorrow, CFI? I know you were telling me. Ooh, Got a little takeoff
Spirit
here.
Wings 508, welcome to Boston. Taxi via Echo, cross runway 22 right, and contact ground point 9.
Taxi via Echo, cross 22 right and over to ground point 9, Spirit Wings 508. Alright, Echo. But yeah, the visibility today and mainly the ceilings were 2500, so we couldn't go to the practice area. I'm hoping by some miracle the weather clears up tomorrow so we can go.
1,000.
Otherwise, I'm going to have to start looking at double bookings.
Go 1881, JetBlue 821, turn left heading 250, join the localizer.
Left 250, join the localizer for JetBlue 821.
American 982, radar contact, climb and maintain 14.
Clear left, clear right.
Climb maintain 14,000, American 982.
Stop recording. Appreciate you guys joining for the landing. Alright, let's go over to ground. I'll just take any gate. Let's come over here for a stop. Alright. Parking brake set. Ground point 9er. Boston ground, good evening. Spirit Wings 508 clear of 22 right on Echo.
Spirit Wings 508, Boston ground, good evening. Where are you parking?
Surprise me, Spirit Wings 508.
Sorry, second.
We'll take any gate, Spirit Wings 508.
Sorry, Spirit Wings 508. I'm still not getting that. Readability is quite low. Are you parking at the Alpha terminal?
Yeah, we'll take any gate you can give us, Spirit Wings 508.
Oh, okay. In that case, access the gate via Echo.
Gate by Echo, Spirit Wings 508. Good night. Swerve, what's going on, man? Welcome, dude. Happy Monday to you as well. Forgot to turn on my landing rate, but Sim Toolkit Pro gave me minus 240, but 1.04 Gs. So the Gs were pretty smooth.
Ground Spirit Wings 8819, ready taxi.
Yeah, we'll just go straight in.
8819, thank you. Runway 22 right, taxi via Alpha November. Cross runway 15 right, hold short of runway 15 left. 22 right via Alpha November, cross 15 right, short 15 left, Spirit Wings 8819.
We'll just take this gate, that's fine. My tiller is like all over the place. Alright. You can roll forward a little bit. We got the FlyTampa scenery here. Cool. Wait for the APU to spool up. Prevail. APU bleed. And let's go ahead and turn off the transponder as well. Engine 2, engine 1 off. We'll go GSX. Wait for that 5% N1. Alright, beacon lights going off, seatbelt signs going off, and that's gonna request deboarding. Good. about an hour and 8 minutes on the block, and subtract a couple minutes because I didn't turn it off right on the runway. So hour, we'll call it an hour flat on the flight time. It wants me to open up the doors, which they are. Alright. I wonder if anybody else is, landing in Boston right now. That is some nasty, looks like kind of convective.
Spirit Wings, 8819, cross runway 15 left, and monitor tower on 128.8. Have a good flight.
Cross 15 left, monitor tower.
Got the heavy.
Spirit Wings 8815, we'll see.
We'll watch the Spirit Wings depart. Tower's online. I'll go to tower so I can hear them. 128.8. Yeah, let's watch the Spirit Wings get out of here. Oh, we've missed his landing. Whoops. JetBlue.
Double 821, exit right at Papa, join Echo, hold short of runway 60 right.
Alright, well, exit right at Papa, join Echo, and hold short 60 right. Definitely 21.
Runway 8819, Boston Tower, runway 60 right, clear for takeoff.
There he goes.
Clear for takeoff, 60 right, Spirit Wings 8819.
Send it. See ya. Positive rate, gear up. Nice.
821 at Echo, cross runway 60 right, kind of ground point 9 on the other side.
Alright, we'll cross 60 right, and on the other side, we'll contact ground point 9 or 4.
I don't see anyone else on final, so let's just do the replay.
Spirit Wings 8819, kind of departure.
Departure, Spirit Wings 8819, yeah.
Alright, we'll disconnect off Watson. And we'll, the passengers are walking in the air. Cool, no problem. GPU, close all this, close all that. Panel states. We'll go reset position on the GSX. Short little stream today. Ready. Activate. Replay. Alright, let's see how that looked.
Couldn't find valid airport data at this position. Services are not available.
That seemed like a pretty smooth landing to me, and we got 1.04 Gs. Again, I forgot to open up landing rate monitor today, but Never been to Boston in real life. Seemed like a pretty standard landing to me. Just quickly check it out from the other side as well. The water looks gorgeous right now, the way it's looking in the sim. Comes the flare. Not floaty at all. Not bad. Let's look from the outside. On center line and in the touchdown zone, we'll take it. We'll call that a W tonight. Alright, chat. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We'll do a couple plane spotting point of view for the landing as the music's rolling, and then we'll call it a night. Enjoy the rest of your Monday evening. Take care. See ya.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches fire. This is Fenix.
Rise from the ashes.